So with the new season release, we have some ups and downs, but we have also been given some new weapons and some lovely cosmetics for them as well. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can unlock all the new skins for the new weapons in Sea of Thieves. Oh, and because I'm nice, I'll go over on how to get the 2 new throwing knife skins. Alright, let's do this. We're going to start with the grappling guns, and the first one we have here is the Admiral Grappling Gun. This is an elegant grappling gun with beautiful colours and can be unlocked through the commendation Press Gang Grappler. This requires you, using the grapple gun, harpoon an enemy player from their ship to your ship. Now, this can be tricky or easy. Easy being you find a random player on the seas to help you. Tricky being you don't find anyone friendly and have to fight for the commendation. Either way, it can be done, and it gets you this beauty of a gun. Ooh! That rhyme. Look at me go, guys. I'm improving each video. Please subscribe. The next one we have is the Royal Sovereign Grapple Gun. This is a grapple gun with a green and gold colors to match your Royal Sovereign style. Wow. Now, this one isn't all easy to get. It will require some grinding and time consumption. So if you want this, you gotta put that grinding hat on. Alright? So, to unlock this, you need the commendation Governor of Grapple Guns, which requires you to complete all the grapple gun commendations. Yeah, told you it would be a grind. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit over exaggerated. You actually have to do 4 commendations to get this, and I'm gonna list them out, alright? So you ready? Alright. So the commendations you need to unlock this are Press Gang Grappler, which is the one you get where you have to bring an enemy from their boat to your boat, you know how we previously talked with the grapple gun. Next commendation, Bony Boarder, which requires you to board a skeleton ship using the grapple gun. Return to Sender, which requires you to board an enemy ship using your grapple gun, and then back to onto your boat while using the grapple gun from their boat, if that makes sense. And finally, Owl Hopper, which requires you to travel, ready? 10,000 meters with a grapple gun. Now hear me out, right? If I'm being honest, you could probably get that really easily. It's just a bit time consuming, but in half an hour, I'd say you could get it if you just harpoon from your ship and back and ship and back. Realistically, you can get all the commendations in around 2 hours and get this beautiful grapple gun. The next grapple gun we have is the Sea Dog Grapple Gun, and you just need the commendation Owl Hopper, which is traveling distance we talked about, which is pretty easy for this pretty clean looking gun, and I won't lie, like, simple. Like, you can get 3 of the grappling gun skins by just doing all the grappling gun commendations. Who would have thought? That's actually crazy. Alright, anyway, the Sea Dog, it's pretty simple, plain, but nice looking, and it's an actual grind to flex, I guess. You can say I travel boat to boat and 10,000 meters because I'm so cool. Well, the second most grind to flex in grapple guns, I guess. And the last grappling gun skin we have, and probably the best looking out of them all, because it actually looks like a grapple gun you see from the movies and what we think of a grapple gun in our imaginations, and that is the Shadow Tide Grapple Gun. This is unlocked through, you ready? Level 60 in the Plunder Pass, which is actually just not that hard. Like, come on guys, I'm pretty sure we all get level 100 by the end of the season. So, you know, just some Plunder Pass grinding. You can just do passively, you know, on your journey by selling stuff or doing Hourglass. And also, this will most likely be a time-limited cosmetic, so I doubt they will bring it back into, like, Pyre Emporium. So make sure you get it now, because you don't want to miss out on this cool-looking cosmetic. Alright, and that is the grappling guns done. We now move on to the blowpipes. Now, I'm going to warn you, the weapon skins I'm about to mention require like 3 to 4 commendations to unlock each of them. Yeah, so it's a bit of grinding, but cool weapon skins? I don't freaking know. The first blowpipe skin we have is the Admiral Blowpipe, which just looks blue. I would say it looks pretty nice, you know. And to unlock this, you need the commendation Black Powder Hot Shot. To unlock that, you need the following 4 commendations: the Power 3, which requires you to use a single black powder dart and ignite 3 or more phantoms under the influence of the lure dart. Bang Bang a Boom. What the hell are these names? Requires you to detonate a gunpowder barrel using a black powder dart. Fire on Fire, which requires you to use a black powder dart to ignite another black powder dart. Washout. Extinguish an enemy's pirate's black powder dart. And once you do all 4, you unlock the Black Powder Hot Shot, which gets you the Great Admiral Blowpipe. Alright, and before I continue, consider subscribing. It helps me make more videos. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, the next thing we have is the Royal Sovereign Blowpipe. Now, I guess this is a pretty nice looking one. To unlock this, you need the commendation Diabolical Deviousness, which requires you to get the following 4 commendations. Rusty Bucket Bay, which requires you to, using a lure dart, attract 35 golden skeletons. Yeah, have fun with that. They work for me now, which requires you to Using a lure dart, persuade enemies to destroy their captains 25 times. Pied Pirate Piper, real original, which requires you to, using a lure dart, be persuaded by 5 enemies while playing music for 10 seconds. Enticing Explosion, which requires you to, using a lure dart, hit a skeleton holding a gunpowder barrel 25 times. Then, once you do all these commendations, you unlock the commendation Diabolical Deviousness, which gets you the Royal Sovereign Blowpipe skin. The next skin we have is the Sea Dog Blowpipe, which is this clean weapon skin, as always with the Sea Dog weapons, and it requires the commendation Practically Poisonous in every way. And that requires you the following commendations. Poisonous Pirate, which requires you to poison other pirates or enemies with a poison dart 150 times. Ocean of Venom, which requires you to kill ocean crawlers with the poison dart 100 times. And you need the Revenge at Last commendation, which requires you to kill a snake with poison dart 25 times. And then you get the commendation Practically Poisonous in every way. What are these commendation names? Rare, fix up. Anyway, and that gets you the Sea Dog Blowpipe. So those Blowpipe skins require a total of 14 commendations to get all 3. Which is some fun grinding, and being honest, I'm sure you can get all those in done like 3 hours max. Like, you gotta trust me, guys. Like, it won't actually take that long. At least that's what Slimy Pigeon said. And the final Blowpipe skin we have is the Shadow type Blowpipe, which requires you to be, who could have guessed, level 76 in the Season's Plunder Pass. And just like the Grappling Gun, this is probably going to be a timely event cosmetic, so make sure you grind out that Plunder Pass and get it. Alright, anyway, like I promised, I'm going to talk about the 2 throwing knife skins, which are the Lucky Hand throwing knife, which is unlocked through the Weaponsmith for 600 doubloons. And I won't lie, this throwing knife is probably my favorite because it looks really nice, and it just looks really cool. The Shadow type throwing knife, which is level 51 in the Battle Pass or Plunder Pass, whichever the free one is, I forgot. This is probably my second favorite throwing knife, or third favorite, because it looks so freaking clean. And honestly, man, if it wasn't for the next throwing knife I'm about to mention, this would be my number 2. And the other throwing knife is the Scythe throwing knife, which is probably the hardest weapon skin to unlock, as you can't even unlock it at the time of making this video. Why? Well, we know they added traps, right? Well, no, they didn't, because it's disabled, right? And you need the commendation Pitiful Practitioner. Why can't I speak English? Anyway, that requires you to complete all other trap commendations. So try doing the trap commendation while traps are disabled, you know? Because Rare can't. I love Rare. I don't. So yeah, have fun getting that one when you can't. And of course, it has to be one of the coolest looking throwing knives in this game that you can't unlock. Alright, so that's how you can unlock all the new weapon skins as well as the 2 throwing knives. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Bye bye, pirates.